Okay, so with the recent announcement of Misfits Series 5, here's my initial thoughts and initial predictions. So I'm going to start with the main event, Jay Swingler versus Lamar. Now, for me, this fight I doubt is very competitive. This is going to be Jay's third fight, and this is Nick's first fight. There's some training footage of Nick with FaZe Jarvis, I guess just Jarvis now. And he looks okay, but it's sparring. No one's going full in sparring. For me, this is a bit of a... I don't think this deserves to be main event. I really don't. Everyone's taking challenges and Jay's just being a bit slow. He said that this is going to be his last warm-up fight, but at this point, how many warm-up fights do you need? Most people have one and then go for a real challenge. So I'm a bit disappointed by this main card, but who knows? This Nick Lamar guy might put up a bit more of a fight than Churdley's, but I doubt it at this point, if I'm perfectly honest. So I see Jay Swingler winning this. King Kenny versus Raksu. I think it's a bit of a safe fight for Kenny. Like, Raksu, he's not brilliant. He went all 4 rounds with Anthony Taylor after Anthony knocked him down. So he can handle himself, and he might have improved since then, because that was what, 6 months ago, his last fight. So providing he stayed in the gym, it might be a somewhat competitive fight. He survived all 4 rounds with AT, so he might be able to last against Kenny. But King Kenny, I think, is cut from a different cloth, so I'm expecting King Kenny to win that as well. Dean the Great versus Pulley Arif. I don't know how to pronounce his name. I looked at his previous fight. I don't see him doing. He's definitely not as good as Wally. Definitely not as good as Wally. I think this fight, along with a lot of the other fights on this card, are very one-sided. Like Jay Swingler one-sided, King Kenny one-sided, and I see this going the same way. I think Dean the Great will win easily. So next we have Wally Charts versus NNA Productions. Now, NNA has been running his mouth for months now, months and months. He's been going on and on and on. So now he's actually on the card. Let's see what he can do. Looking back at his fight against Slim, not very good. He's released some training footage. I don't think it's very good as well. Again, I think this follows the theme of one-sided fights. And I think they just wanted to put Dean the Great and Wally on the same card to, I imagine, build up some drama, stoke up some attention, so that there'll be a main event in 2 cards time, I assume, 2-3 cards time. So I think that's the only reason they've given them like easy fights, so then they can build up to their rematch as a main event. So for that, Wally Sharks will win. Astrid versus AJ Bunker. Now, both these fighters, like watching Astrid Wett's last fight and AJ Bunker's last fight, they're not very good, but there's been enough time for improvement, and I think now that we've seen Elle Brooke come in and fight the way she did, I think she's set a new standard. So providing that they can meet this standard and fight at that level, it will be a good fight. But at the moment, I do think Astrid Wett will win this, and hopefully maybe they could arrange a fight with her in Elle Brooke in the future, but let's see how that fight goes. Ginty versus Halal Ham. This might be the most even match on the card. Ginty was okay until he got lamped by JMX, but he did knock down JMX and he did last a couple rounds. But then Halal Ham, who lost to Salt Papi, he has lost a lot of weight. He doesn't have cancer anymore, so that's amazing. And he's been sitting in camp with Salt Papi as well. So if he's picked up anything from Salt and it's in the same camp, same coaches, then it should be an even fight, because they're both not top level fighters, but it'll be a good fight. I think that'll be a good fight. But I do see Halal Ham winning this. I think he might even get the knockout, but I do see Halal Ham with the win. Now, this fight, Temple Arts versus Godson, I don't have a clue. So I've watched the Temple Arts fight. He looks okay. He looks good. No idea who Godson is. Can't find a thing. So for the sole reason that I've actually seen Tempo fight, he'll win, probably, maybe. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree with this. Leave a like, and as always, subscribe for everything YouTube boxing.